Okay, I got it. Okay. Yeah, that's going. We're live. Yep.
Yep.
It's going now.
Okay. No, stop.
All right.
All right. The hoodie gang.
Hoodie gang.
The hoodie
today.
gang is here.
This used to be my mom's.
And this used to be mine.
I don't know why it fits me so well, because she's like significantly smaller than me.
A petite body.
So meaning, like, this was big on her when she had it.
It's the style now. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just a hoodie. It's hoodie season.
Yeah.
My
favorite season.
I do like hoodie season. Yeah.
My favorite time of year.
Okay, question.
Oh, go for it.
Pullover hoodies or zip up hoodies?
I like both.
What you had to pick one.
But I like both.
But if you had to pick if you had to pick one.
Am I looking for practicality?
No, just if you had to pick one, like if say your wardrobe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And someone had a gun to your head and was like, you either give me all your zip up hoodies
Jeez.
or all your pullovers. Which one are you giving up? Or which one are you keeping?
According to my closet, I have way more pullovers.
Right. What does that mean? You like pullovers
I
more?
like pullovers.
I'm a pullover kind of guy.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, you do wear more pullovers.
I wear way more pullovers. I think zippers are cool because it's the ease of taking it on and off.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. But when you zip it and then you get like the weird lumps.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you get like
zipper lumps.
Yeah.
I hate the word lumps.
For a guy, it's worse because when you're leaning and then like.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't go there.
Don't-
Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. That's
Right.
why pullovers over zips,
Yes.
in my opinion.
I get it. Yeah.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about today. I'm Ryan.
I'm Eunice.
And this is the Half Full
Half Full Podcast.
you wanted to say it at the same time? And this is the Half Full Podcast. We didn't.
We've never done that before.
No, I was just gonna say
Was
it.
that? I don't think that's a thing we should do.
It's fine. I mean, it's fine. You could.
I don't know. It feels weird.
Anyway.
Okay.
I don't. This might be a short one because
I forgot
we don't
my
have
spare battery.
we don't have the spare battery for the camera.
But we can keep going. We'll see
Yeah.
how long this lasts. It's pretty full right now.
So why don't we just get right
Let's
into
just,
it?
Sure, why not?
So
I mean, what do you want to say anything before we?
What's happened between the last time we recorded and now? We celebrated your birthday.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
That was fun.
It was fun.
We went to the botanical gardens.
Yeah.
Which wasn't.
It wasn't that great because
Amazing.
it's fall and
Yeah.
they're starting to pack everything up.
It's probably really nice in the summer.
Yeah.
But there were people taking wedding photos there too, though.
Oh, apparently it is the place for wedding photos.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
You need to like book that, or can you just go wherever?
It's a free thing.
That's pretty cool.
Next time we should go to Burlington
Yeah.
for something like that.
We'll wait till like the weather's nice.
Yeah.
Which is not gonna be for a while again.
Yeah.
But
I like this weather.
I do, but it only means like it's just gonna get worse, like cold
Yeah, you're right.
wise. Besides that, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Can't think of anything else.
we thought of this kind of last minute, but we did send out some questions.
Yes.
On our Instagrams.
Half full, mine and yours.
And mine, yeah. I got a couple replies. Thank you for the people who replied.
Yeah, thank you to all 5 of you.
Yeah, and I will shout you out when I read them. But essentially, we're probably gonna tackle just the first question.
Yes.
Today, and the first question was, let me just so I don't paraphrase, even though I know what it is. It's what's an Asian stereotype that you hate?
Yeah.
So it could just be like hate's a strong word, obviously, but it's obvious. It's more along the lines of that you dislike.
Don't like it.
Maybe you don't like being labeled this
As
way or
whatever
something.
The stereotype is.
And then maybe I think acknowledging it is important because then we can actually discuss like why it's inaccurate or why certain people might hate it.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So, do you want to start? Do you want me to start?
Oh, you go first.
Okay. So, I got kind of like a memey one from John.
Oh God, I think I got the same one.
So this is what John said. Shout out to John. Asian people can't drive. We invented drifting, dog. And that's not paraphrasing. He wrote dog.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I've definitely heard this. Like ever since I was little,
No,
tiny units. Like,
no,
I've heard
yeah,
this.
it's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
I think honestly, specifically, they say Asian women are bad at driving.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right. There's even I remember watching a Family Guy skit.
Oh, God.
Where
You've been talking a lot about Family Guy these days.
they reference a lot of stuff, right? But there's a scene where I guess they're making like a joke about like Asian women driving.
Okay.
And she's like driving and she has like an accent and all this stuff, and then she's like, okay, it's like, oh, I'm not gonna use my turn signal. Okay, I go now, and she like just veers to the right, cutting off like 3 lanes and causes like a big accident or something like that.
Bangy Yui.
So, I honestly don't know where that comes from. That's really weird. That's a weird one. I don't know where it originates from.
From what I remember, I don't know if it came from this, but when I was in elementary, a lot of the kids would be like, oh, this Asian driver, that means they're really bad at driving because their eyes are so chinky and they can't see the road. Yeah.
That's pretty extreme.
It's
I didn't think that.
bad.
I didn't think that was it.
It's really bad.
Where did you hear that?
Elementary.
From other kids?
Yeah, from kids.
Whoa.
And I think like some adults, like in the back of my mind, I can't remember, but
That's kind of weird.
yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, I mean the chinky eyes. That's been a thing.
Oh yeah.
It's always like a thing. But I didn't think they would refer it back to because you can't see, that means you can't drive or something like that.
That's so
I just thought it'd be like, I don't know, Asian people are stubborn and they don't have like any semblance of like rules on the road or something.
Oh.
And I also thought maybe it originates from this idea that back, it's like if someone were to say like, oh, you can't drive like back in your country or something like that.
Oh.
Maybe it's this whole thing because when I was in Manila, I was freaked out of my mind about
Why?
like how it's not that everything's like disorderly, but it's so congested. People are going in and out. It's like people are driving in between.
The lane changes always freak me out. in
Like
the
I'm scared to
Philippines.
change lanes here.
Oh, I'm terrified.
Right? I'm like laser focused when I change lanes here, but I couldn't imagine driving back then. Luckily we had someone to drive us around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when I was looking around, I was like, whoa. So maybe it's this connotation that people, like, let's say if you immigrate from an Asian country that's known for like very hectic city driving,
Yeah.
and you bring it here and they do the same kind of things, then it's like maybe that's where it comes from. Like old driving habits from like where you originally came from.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I think the eyes one's funnier.
The eyes one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Eyes one.
Oh yeah, I like eyes one.
There, there it is.
Thank you. Thanks for that. I didn't think we were gonna bring K-pop into this conversation.
No.
All right.
We can.
Yeah.
Um.
John also mentioned the whole drifting thing, so I'm guessing the like Tokyo Drift reference.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Tokyo Drift?
No.
Oh, okay. It's like honestly, it's the only Fast and Furious movie that I've watched more than once.
Oh, I don't think I've seen any of them.
Really?
Yeah.
We might have to watch Fast and Furious because it's one of those things it's really bad.
Is it a meme
But
thing?
Yeah.
I see.
Because Vin Diesel just says family like a lot.
Nice.
It's like we're family.
Was that where he started? Is that what
Vin
he's
Diesel?
like famous for?
Other
than
I
how
don't think
big
so. Probably the pacifier.
Stop. No, he isn't.
No, I'm joking.
Stop.
I'm joking.
Oh, the pacifier.
I mean, he's definitely known for Fast and Furious, but he had like this movie series called like The Chronicles of Riddick or something like that. It was like an action movie.
He was in it.
That was him. Like he's the guy. He's like the main guy.
Oh,
I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah. I actually don't even know there's multiple movies.
Oh,
it could
I
be
see.
just like a one thing.
I see.
But yeah, I'm guessing like the drifting thing, like Tokyo Drift. Yeah.
Were there lots of Asians in that one?
Well, it's in Japan.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
And
okay.
like everyone who drives there, like they're like drift
Right,
specialists or something like that. So they all have like souped up like rally cars, and that's how they race
I
or
see.
whatever.
I see.
So I guess
Makes
like
sense.
that's. So I think that was a good one to start out. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else to say about that one. Unless you got
We are actually good drivers. Well, some of us are. Depends on the person.
I mean, I got my license relatively late. Like, don't be like
No,
me,
me
guys.
too.
If you're young and listening to this, get your license ASAP and give yourself a lot of experience on the road.
Oh yeah.
Because
That's a good tip.
I got my full G a bit over a year ago. So full G, like if people don't know.
Well, you had
for
your
us,
license though, like way before that though.
No, but
Right?
I didn't get my G1, which is like your learner's permit. I didn't get my G1 until I got my glasses, because that's when I found out I needed glasses. Hey, we're gonna come back to this
Oh, okay.
funny story.
That's when
I
I found
went-
out Okay, go, sir.
I went to go do my G1 test, and when you go, well, specifically where we're from, when you go to take your written test, they test your eyesight
you
first
have, like,
thing.
an eye exam.
Yeah.
It's like you look into some
like this little thing, and they're
stuff.
like, read these letters or something.
Yeah.
And I couldn't read it.
Oh,
I was
really?
like,
Oh.
I can't see that. Okay, we'll do another one. No, I can't see that. And they're like, you need glasses. Come back when you get glasses. Or whatever. Or contacts or
So
whatever.
you were delayed.
So I was like, I was so mind blown because I was like, I never thought that I really needed them.
Oh.
And then I got glasses that very day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that very
Oh my
day. I
gosh,
went to
you
go get
went for
glasses.
an eye exam that day and
Yeah.
then bought. Oh, shoot.
And then funny story, so my dad took me, and then so I got my glasses, and I had to wait a while because he's like, it's like you can have it in like an hour.
Oh,
but my
wow.
dad had to go like help my mom with something.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I can just bus
You
home.
Okay.
But it was nice because I got a chance to like see everything. So I put my glasses on, and I'm like walking around like.
Why is everything in HD now?
Honestly, exactly that. I was like, whoa.
That's funny.
This is what it's always looked like.
I didn't.
This is the world. It's so beautiful. I'm like I should be able to read that from that far. Because now that I think about it, when I was in elementary school and like high school, well, the thing is, this was like after first year uni.
Oh
I was
my
like,
gosh, really?
Yeah. It took me a long time to. I went through all of high school without glasses.
What?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
And now I'm realizing it's like, oh, so you really can see that from the back of the room.
Oh my god.
So I was always like, how are you supposed to see it? I'm like, yo, what does that say?
Oh no.
Yeah, and people who knew me in high school, I'm always asking like,
What does
yo,
that say?
what does that say? I'm always asking like to copy because I couldn't see
Oh
it.
no.
But I didn't realize I never like questioned that I needed glasses or anything.
Oh, that's so sad.
So yeah, I only need these for like seeing far. Like
Okay.
regularly, I don't wear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if I go out or if I drive, obviously I have to wear them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I mean that's what I guess Asians really can't see.
No, not unless you're blind. Partially.
Yeah, I'm really low. I'm like a 2 or something like that. So it's
2.
like 2, whatever it's called, like +2 or something like that, or plus.
I don't know my prescription. It's very mild.
It's pretty mild. That's pretty mild, I would say.
Yeah.
I think if you're like really above that, then it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, anything else about the driving?
Why did we start talking about that?
Because
driving test.
Yeah.
When we got our license.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. See, it relates.
Yeah.
I didn't go off on like a crazy tangent, did I?
No, you're
Okay.
fine.
Sorry about that. What about you? You that was from one of mine. You can take one.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go. Okay. So this is from a childhood friend, my childhood best friend.
Nice.
Cindy.
Cindy, thank you.
She was saying that Asian women are meek and passive.
Ooh, this is a good one.
It is a good one.
And she hates. This is one that she hates.
She doesn't like it.
Uh huh.
I haven't spoken to her in a while, but she was never that kid. She was never like a
She was, okay.
shy person.
She was more
very quiet. She was very outgoing.
Where do you think that comes from? This whole meek passive idea.
I don't know.
I mean, I think like if you tend to look at more, like Asian countries tend to be a little bit more conservative. So like it's kind of like that old school mindset that women are supposed to kind of be more like to themselves and not super out there.
Yeah.
Not like speaking out. Kind of like
Okay,
a very
that makes
old school
sense.
kind of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason I can think of why. I know it exists. That's weird. It's just you never think about where it originates from.
Right.
Yeah.
Like thinking back on Asian cultures,
Mhm.
I would assume that they're like the upbringing of females would be like, oh, you have to be this way. You can't do these things. You can't be loud. You have to act like a lady. Oh my god, that's how my mom did it.
Yeah. So does being a lady, quote unquote, qualify like being meek, being passive kind of thing?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, I definitely think that's a stereotype that like needs to break because it shouldn't be. I think being meek, like I don't think being meek is necessarily a bad thing, but it's based. It shouldn't be something that's like forced upon. Like if someone's meek, that's just who they are. But I don't think it should
like
be.
me.
Do you think you're a meek person?
You think I'm meek and passive?
I'd say more so than others.
I'd say so.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely less meek than you.
Definitely. You're
Anyway.
definitely the less meek one of us.
Yeah. And honestly, sometimes it's like to the hindrance. Like, let's say, if women are forced to kind of be meek or more meek and passive, then, it kind of like diminishes like who they can be or like what they can do in certain situations and stuff like that. Like, not to get like super dark, but let's say I know some like a woman is in like a really kind of like abusive relationship, whether it be like
They're
physical,
just gonna take it.
Yeah, even physical or even like emotional abuse,
Yeah,
like even something like that, because they're meant to be meek and passive and just let like the guy do whatever.
Yeah.
Then they won't really like step up for themselves and like stand up to what's wrong or whatever. So maybe like a lot of the problems that, because I mean over the past like during the kind of quarantine, honestly, there's been so many stories come out about girls and like in certain communities. You were saying the dance community.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
freaked me out.
Yeah. So apparently like a lot of girls in the dance community where we're from came out against like particular people about like abuses and things
About big
of that
names
kind of nature.
in the dance community.
Yeah. So I mean,
cancelled. So
this idea that sometimes I always think to myself, I'm like, wow, I can't believe it takes this long to get out. But I'm also not thinking about, it's this idea, this maybe societal idea that because women are supposed to be more meek and passive, that they're not supposed to like speak out about certain things like that.
Yeah,
I
get that.
Right? So that's a good, I like that example, but it's definitely not a good one, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely
I wonder why Asian women specifically though. That's what I'm curious about.
I'm thinking, cause like when maybe it's from TV shows or like animes.
Oh, you think it comes from like media?
Maybe.
Huh? Do you know an example?
It's like, like even in K-pop.
Oh, okay.
Like, do you think that? No, actually, no.
I mean, I think now
they're definitely more conservative compared to
I would say
American
I would say
media.
I would say conservative, but they're not very like. I don't think they're trying to make them meek.
No.
Right?
I don't think so.
I think they're more out there than they've ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just like it's just old cultural things that like haven't changed. Right. But I think it's different. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like women I know that are like my age, so like mid-20s ish, that are Asian. Like I don't know if any of them are like necessarily meek or passive. Right.
I don't think so.
But I think it's not that they are, but I think it's like they're taught or they're assumed that they are. I think that's the bad thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was taught that. It also didn't help that my parents are Christian.
Yeah, I think the whole meek thing, like the word meek comes from like the Beatitudes or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like this idea. I don't think meek is necessarily a bad thing.
No.
But it's to be assumed that you are, which is bad. Right. Because sometimes being meek is like I don't know if I'm getting the definition wrong, but it's more along the idea that you're not necessarily going to become angry or emotional very quickly. You're just gonna like kind of like take your time, like think about your thoughts and then speak out if need be. You're not gonna like I don't know if that's like a right definition or not. Really should have looked it up, but
no, that's fine. I think that's right.
Yeah. But I think being assumed that you are and being taken advantage of because you're assumed that you're meek and passive, that's where it's wrong.
That's an issue.
Yeah. But yeah.
Have you heard of something like that before this?
I think I have, yeah. I think so.
I don't think I have.
Like specifically with Asian women?
Yeah, with Asian women.
Yeah, I don't know. Cause I don't know. I think of like Filipino titas, and most of them are really loud.
They're so loud.
I don't know if they're being really meek. You know? So.
Titas.
Yeah. I mean.
Behave yourself.
Yeah. But thank you, Cindy, for that one.
Yeah,
I thought that was a really
Cindy.
good one. Hopefully, we were able to break it down. I don't know. If you guys have an opinion
probably
on it?
not.
Oh,
Tell us what you think about these. Also.
Or else we just offended a bunch of people. I'm
Tell
sorry
us
about
in
that.
the comments down below. Look
Alright.
at me, like pointing down. It's like I'm a YouTuber or something.
Yep. You want me to go next?
Go for it.
So I only have one more.
That's fine.
But it's from a high school friend of mine.
Nice.
Vincent. So Vincent,
Shout
if
out
you're
to
watching
Vincent.
this, it's been a long time, dude. I haven't spoken to you in a long time.
Yeah.
But thank you for submitting one. His was, quote, "All Asians are good at math." And and this is the one that he hates.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, yeah.
But I think this can go beyond the scope of just math. I think it's just whole like
anything.
Academia focused Asian stereotype. And I could see how some of it is true, but it's like the idea that you have to be good at this, that's where I think it's dumb.
I think I got a few of those too.
Yeah. Like you're Asian. You have to be able to do calculus.
I hate that people assume that I'm smart.
Yeah. But what defines smart, right? You mean like more book smart.
Like academia.
Yeah. But it doesn't mean it doesn't mean you're dumb. It just means maybe I'm just not good at math. Or you just don't do it enough. I mean, in our lives, we don't do it enough because it's not really like something that we have to.
Yeah.
So it's just something we don't practice, right?
Yeah.
Because I think anyone could be good at something, like, if you just put in the work.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how many of us are 100% interested in mathematics?
I don't know, unless you're in, like, engineering or something.
Yeah.
Or something where you have to be involved with it.
Not me.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's the... I like that he brought that up because it's such an obvious one.
Yeah.
Right? But it's still something that, like, definitely exists. Right?
Why was that a thing? It's like, why are Asians assumed to be smart? Like, where did that come from?
Personally, this is a stretch, but I think I heard this from someone else or somewhere else before. But I think it's this idea that, let's say just example, an Asian family immigrating to North America or something, right? And this idea that because they didn't have a lot from where they were from, they kind of impose on the kid that it's their job to succeed in academics so that they can get a good job, right? Yeah. Make a lot of money, and then the parents kind of like are repaid back. Yeah. For that, if that makes sense. Right? So it's like, we didn't have a lot, but you have an opportunity here, so you got to study, do really well, and then you'll make a lot of money, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be whatever. Like, be something that will make you a lot of money. Yeah. Because since we didn't have a lot when
we want
back
you
home,
to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't even think it's this idea that Asian kids are smart. I think just Asian kids
are
like
pushed to be better.
So they're forced to be smarter because they're studying more, or they're being put in after school programs more to study more, right? Like I think the parents are more on top of their academics, meaning that it just correlates to them getting higher grades or whatever.
And I think that's a good thing. Definitely a good thing.
It's definitely not bad to do well in school. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. But is the assumption that because everyone has like their own thing that they're good at, right? If you're good at math and you enjoy it, all more power to you. Yeah. Right. If you're Asian good at math, whatever.
Congrats.
That's really good. You can do a lot with that.
Yeah.
Right. Go make your bucks. Right.
Yeah.
But if you're not, I hate this idea of how it's like, oh, you're dumb if you're not good. Yes. I like the big math sciences, whatever. Right.
Me. That's me.
I mean, funny enough, in high school I was in MST.
Yeah.
Which is
math
like
science geek.
Yeah, which is like STEM now, if people know what that is.
Yeah.
It's like math.
It was STEM at my school.
Essentially math, science, technology, stuff like that. So I was in that in high school. Yeah. And I didn't realize, and like I realized until like grade 11 that I didn't really like math. I was like, math kind of like, I'm not good at it, or I just didn't care enough about it, right? But yeah, I think it goes beyond the scope of just math. I think it's just like academics or being smart, or what defines being smart at something. Yeah. Because like intelligence is so subjective, and intelligence is so broad as well. It's like you can be intelligent in this particular field and not in this one, but it doesn't mean you're not intelligent. It's just like that's not your thing. Right. So I definitely think that stereotype needs to be broken.
I wish it would be broken.
Yeah. I don't really like that one that much.
I don't like that one because I felt lots of pressure.
Oh,
in
really?
School to be good at math and science.
From like
more so math.
From classmates?
From my parents.
Oh, I see.
But also, I mean, from classmates too. It's just like I don't want to be the dumb Filipina in my class.
Yeah, that's kind of I know I don't know. I think that's where that expectation comes from, because just because we're kind of pushed a bit harder, I believe. But I mean, I think if you just look at other countries too, it's like they push academics so hard, like in Asian countries. It's like the most important thing.
Yeah.
And look, I think education is super important.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm trying to be
as a teacher.
Right? But like I also as a teacher want to like break down this idea that like if I was teaching a particular subject and a kid's not necessarily thriving in it, I'm not gonna say that kid's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like
it's probably not interested in the subject.
Probably not interested, or maybe maybe I'm not catering it to
Mm-hmm.
the way they want to learn it.
Maybe
or something
he
like
has a learning disability, or why am I saying he? Maybe
Here,
they.
the person has something else going on. Mm-hmm. So there's always so many layers. So yeah, the Asians being good at math thing is definitely not true.
Mm-hmm.
Like not all Asians are good at math.
Yeah, me.
It just comes from the idea that like Asians are so academia focused.
Yeah.
Right. But I think it's now that's why I'm so thankful for like creators who are Asian.
Mm-hmm.
Who are kind of like breaking like these molds
Mm-hmm.
and stereotypes. That's like, it's like Asians can be like the attractive lead
Sure.
on a show, or they can be a jock, or they can be not jock is like a bad word. It's a person who's good at sports.
Yeah.
Or a person who's more than just being like
the
a nerd.
nerdy Asian
kid, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't have many of that growing up.
Like
Many
representation,
more.
you mean? Yeah, it's definitely getting better now, which I'm happy about for sure. Because I think it's more important for people who are younger. I think now I've just accepted it. Like I don't really, I don't really mind as much.
Sure.
But I think it's important for like
Younger people.
Younger people, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. You know.
Stay in school, everyone.
Stay in school.
If you're in high school, stay in school.
If you're good at math, though, good job.
Tell me the
Because-
answer to this question.
Yeah. Go.
What is...
Uh-huh.
I wish I knew math.
Oh, gosh. You hadn't even think of a question.
What is the square
What specifically about math did you not like? Like, there's so many branches,
I
right?
don't remember.
I didn't like functions.
See,
a lot.
I failed functions in grade 10, had to go to summer school, and then I did well.
Nice.
I was like
Maybe-
top in my summer school.
Maybe your teacher was
Weird.
bad.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
But when it got to like grade 11, I couldn't do like parabolas and stuff like that. I couldn't do it. I couldn't memorize I didn't know when to use the right formulas. I couldn't. Sometimes I had trouble memorizing the formulas.
Yeah.
Applying them, all that stuff.
Did you have tiers for classes like academic?
Oh yeah,
Apply?
yeah. MST was pretty much academic, but we all had like the same core classes together. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
But people thought we were like above academic. It's like no, it's pretty much the same, dude.
Okay.
They just stay. It's just like this qualification. It doesn't really mean anything.
Oh.
Because I had to take an entrance test to do it to get in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants.
My cousin who was at that school, like he was graduating by the time I got in.
Yeah.
He was like, dude, don't take MST.
Well, don't take MST. It's your last thought.
Just had to take a little quick cut there. But anyway, not all Asians are good at math. I think I've said that enough.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good example. Thank you, Vincent, for sending that in.
Mm-hmm. I will also say thank you to Through Robot Eyes for sending something similar to that.
That's the username?
Yeah.
Nice.
What else? What's next?
I don't know. Honestly, that's all I got.
Okay.
From me.
Oh, and also Aya for sending that in too.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Aya.
Okay.
Oh,
Aya,
they send the same
yeah.
things. Okay, cool.
Aya also says that Asians have small eyes
Mhm.
and a flat face.
Flat face. Huh.
I don't know if I've heard that one before. The flat face.
Is a flat
one.
face like a Filipino thing?
Maybe like a flat
Because
nose.
like the whole nose,
Yeah.
the whole nose
Maybe
thing.
maybe it's the flat
My
nose.
mom used to tell me to do this, so that my nose doesn't like get flat,
Oh
so
my
it
God.
like stays like nice and pointed. Is that weird?
No, it's fine.
That's definitely something like an Asian mom would do.
Asians. I mean, Filipino moms are so superstitious as well.
Mhm.
Like with the grapes and the soap
Wait, the grapes?
and the well, not my mom.
Oh.
Izzy's mom
Uh-huh.
puts grapes in the ceiling to like. Oh, was it grapes or was it onions?
My mom does something with onions. But
I don't remember.
What about
but
what
one
with
time I
grapes?
went to her house there were grapes hanging on the ceiling, like from the ceiling. And then Izzy told me, she's like, she wants to scare the spirits away. It's okay. And I'm like, oh, with grapes. Okay.
Yeah, they are superstitious. What the heck? That's weird.
Anyway, that's nothing to
that's
do
nothing
with...
to do with faces, but that's still really weird. Yeah.
All Asians have small eyes. All Asians.
Like,
though.
is it the idea that so they're not? It's not in terms of like size like this, but it's more like the opening is what I'm guessing, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Honestly, it depends on the type of Asian too.
True. Yeah.
Because Filipinos aren't necessarily chinky. I don't think.
Some of us are.
Not as.
Not all of us, but some of us.
Yeah, because look, I don't know not like a lot about like anatomy and stuff like that, but like because Filipinos don't necessarily have like the single eyelid thing going on.
That's right.
So that means like our eyes tend to look a bit bigger.
Wait,
is
you
that...
say we don't or we
do? I don't know the difference between having it and not having it.
No, we do, because both of us have it.
We have the double or single?
Filipinos have the single.
We have single.
Yeah, some people don't.
So we have that little
all.
line or whatever. Yeah. So because we have that, I guess it makes our eyes look bigger. Is that a thing?
I think so.
Something like that. Mm-hmm. But then like look at like other Asian cultures where people who don't have it, their eyes tend to look a bit smaller. Yeah. I believe, right?
Yeah.
So like. I guess it's like an anatomy thing. I think that's why people think that way.
Maybe.
I mean.
Has to be.
Yeah. Which is not. It's like. Whether it's true or not, because it's obviously not true for everyone. Mm-hmm. But whether it's true or not, to be made fun of for something that you can't necessarily control.
It's my body.
That's the messed up part. Yeah. That's why I don't really like. Like, look, if your eyes were born that way, you were born that way. Mm-hmm. You can't be made fun of for having small eyes. You have small eyes. Done deal.
Makes me sad when I hear stories about like Asians who are our age who are saying like, when I was little or when I was in school, I was picked on because I didn't look like everyone else. Like my eyes looked a certain way. Mm-hmm. Like my eyes couldn't open fully or something.
Gosh.
Like it just makes me sad.
Yeah, you get the jokes. It's like, dude, open your eyes. It's like, yeah, they are open, dumb. Or when you smile and it's like. You got the little chinks.
But that's cute.
It's cute.
That's cute.
It should be like an endearing thing, having small eyes. It shouldn't be like a negative thing. Because I think whether it's true or not, right? I think with this one, it's a weird one, because it's like an aesthetic thing. Whether you have or not, I don't think it's necessarily bad if you do have small eyes.
Yeah.
It's whatever, right?
That's also why I think like Koreans and Chinese or Japanese people. There's a makeup trend right now where they use more eyeshadow around the eyes.
Interesting.
And they some people add eyeliner just so that their eyes look more open.
I see. It's kind of weird. I don't understand how that works. Like, how is putting more stuff around your eyes make your eyes look bigger? I thought they would make it look smaller.
So it adds more dimension. So it's like from a perspective,
right? But the sad thing is that do people do that because it's such a thing that having small eyes isn't like a high standard of beauty or something like that? Like, has it been?
Ooh, it might be.
Has it been down to the point where having small eyes is unattractive? So that means you have to modify your face or wear makeup a certain way in order to make your eyes look bigger.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Which is kind of sad.
And it's sad. Yeah.
So, but who sets those standards, right? Like, where do those standards come from?
I don't know. The media.
I have no idea.
The media.
Yeah. But I think that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
The eyes thing. But what about the flat face?
Flat face? I'm not really sure. Maybe I can come on the show. No.
Like, I'm trying to imagine like what. So like flat nose.
Yeah, maybe she means that.
And then your lips are like
nose.
in. I don't know.
Flat face. Maybe like no. I was gonna say chubby is not attractive. But
like chubby cheeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like you want to be more chiseled.
Chubby cheeks are cute. Chubby cheeks can be cute.
I don't really know what she means.
Yeah.
I'm
only thinking about like the nose thing.
Yeah, me too.
Right, like having a flat nose is like seen as unattractive or whatever.
Unfortunately.
Which is like.
Well, Filipinos can't really control that.
Yeah.
That's also why contouring is a trend, so that you can like make it look like your nose is smaller and like,
contouring.
More up.
I thought only contouring was like for your cheeks.
Oh no, there's like, it's more in American beauty. That's a trend where you contour the sides of your nose.
Right.
so it makes it look smaller.
That's why I can kind of appreciate when I see like I'm just trying to think of examples of like Asian women who maybe have like smaller eyes, but it's not like seen as like a bad thing. It's like they focus on it as like a trait that they have. It's not like a bad thing.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I don't know much about beauty and stuff like that, you know. Typical guy over here, you know, doesn't know anything.
Typical guy.
Anyway, do you want to tackle another one, or we still have time?
John also sent another one.
Oh gosh, maybe someone new.
Okay, Jen says.
Oh, Jen. Thank you, Genesis, for.
Jen says there will always be an Asian better than you.
Ah, that's like, I think that's kind of a funny one though. Does he? So he hates that.
He put it for both.
Being Asian himself and having an Asian better than you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always like, I always see, you might see like an internet post or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dang, Asians can do everything or something like that.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Right? It's like an Asian person doing something like totally spectacular. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Name it. I don't know. Doing something really well.
Dancing.
Sure.
Singing.
Dancing. Let's say like an Asian kid, like best popper you've ever seen in your life. It's like, yeah, Asians are always better than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I say Asians are one of the best dancers in the world, though.
I would say so.
Look at the best crews. A lot of Asians.
Mm-hmm. Mostly Asians.
Just saying, Jabberwockies, mostly Asians.
Yeah.
Kinjas, mostly Asians.
I think they're all
Asian.
I mean, that whole LA dance crew community is pretty much Asian.
Yeah. But now the stereotype is Asians are good at dancing.
Yeah.
Now that's a stereotype.
And that's wyou're like, I'm not the dancing Asian. You're the music Asian.
Specifically Filipino. Yeah.
Anyway.
If you're Filipino, you can either sing really well,
dance.
Play an instrument really well, or dance.
Yeah.
If you can do all three, then you're golden ticket.
Great.
Yeah. You'll get hired on a Filipino network to do a TV show or something.
God, that's... No. That's terrible.
I'm joking.
That's so bad.
I'm sorry.
Who would want to work there? No.
I'm just saying people...
That's the dream in the Philippines. It's like everyone's dream. To be in show business.
Yeah. Which kind of sucks.
I mean...
Like, if that's everyone's dream to be in show business, I don't know if that's...
I don't know if you've noticed. Filipinos love the spotlight.
That's very true.
We can even see that in churches.
We're
not going to talk about it.
We're not going to talk about that, but yes, I would say Filipinos do like the spotlight.
They love the spotlight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one, I don't really like that one that much.
Yeah.
But like this whole Asian, like there's always an Asian better than you. Yeah, I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
I think honestly it comes from this whole thing that like Asians are so disciplined and they work. It's not even a bad thing. Like, they're disciplined, so they work really hard at a particular thing, so that they just thrive in it, or whatever.
Huh. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Just had to take a quick cut again. So we were talking about Genesis example about there's always an Asian better than you.
Yes.
I think that's kind of the thing. You always watch like, watch these people do something amazing. There's always like an Asian person. At least half of them.
That's true.
Yeah. I think honestly, he might hate that because he feels like there's someone better at him at something. Mm-hmm. But I think it's a good thing. I think that when I see like an Asian person doing something well, I'm like,
in like the
awesome.
General scheme of things, like in the bigger picture.
Yeah.
But like if it's a personal thing,
then
I hate being compared to.
Oh, so it's a comparison thing.
I think that's also a thing too.
That's what's
bad,
I guess.
Look at your Kuya Ryan. He's so good at music. Why aren't you good at the music too?
I don't know, because I'm like studying 8 hours a day after school or something.
Look at your Kuya Ryan. He's so smart. He's in the STEM program. Why aren't you in the STEM program too?
Please stop. I hate. Oh my God. See, that's the thing. That actually happens, man. That actually happens. That's like being not to derail Jen's thing, but I think it can be compared to that. Is that Asians can be very like.
Competitive.
Comparative? Is that a word?
Yeah, it's comparative.
Competitive and comparative.
Both, yeah.
Right? So like they're always like you always have to set yourself to a standard of someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And not like your own.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's never good enough, like setting your own standards. Mm-hmm. So it always has to be like even when they don't really mean it sometimes, but the idea that they'll say, like an Asian parent will say, oh, look at this person.
Ryan.
Not me, but like, look at this person, look at that. Even though they don't
Yeah.
mean it in a bad way,
Yeah.
but in the back of your head, it's like they're comparing me.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
And it's so bad.
Yeah.
I hate
It's like,
it
oh,
when my parents
look
do
at
that.
them. They're blah blah blah, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh, great.
cool, good
Love
for them.
Yeah, good for them. Proud
but
of you.
that's not me, kind of thing.
Proud of
right?
you.
Yeah.
I hate it when my mom would be like, oh, you know, so and so, yeah. Oh, she's valedictorian of her class. I'm like, oh wow, good for her. She's very smart.
So what does that have to do with me? So she's saying, well, you suck because
Yeah,
you
pretty
didn't
much.
get
Pretty much.
valedictorian.
That was my mindset, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh well, I know
See,
I'm dumb.
Even the sad thing is like, I don't ever think your mom would want to make you feel bad about that.
Oh yeah.
But by doing that, she's kind of like making you rethink yourself and like kind of belittling yourself. It's like, well, I didn't get valedictorian, so maybe I'm lesser because I wasn't able to achieve certain things that I'm being compared to,
Yeah.
which sucks.
It does suck.
So Jen, don't compare yourself to others, dude. Just do you.
Please don't.
Yeah. All right. I think that's I like that one. That was a good one.
Oh wait, I actually have two more.
Awesome.
We forgot Aaron.
Aaron, thank you.
Says, Aaron, thank you.
Frequent viewer of her content. Thank you, Aaron.
Hickey. Aaron says she hates the stereotype that she's a nurse, or that like Filipinos are nurses.
I feel like that's more of a Filipino
Yeah.
thing, but definitely.
Yeah.
See, I could hate that one, but it's kind of true.
Is this true?
There's a little bit of truth to it. It's obviously bad to assume that because you're Filipino, you're a nurse. I'm not saying that's good.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's trash. You shouldn't obviously be like, oh, you're Filipino? What are you, nursing? Right? It's like, no. It's like, why would you say that?
But think about this.
Mhm.
Out of all the people you know in your life,
I know a lot of Filipino nurses.
how many people are in nursing?
My mom was a nurse.
Mine was too. Well, she was in like the nursing realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot.
I know a lot too.
I know a lot of people who are Filipino.
Yeah.
Specifically Filipino women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it can
There's
be
some males.
It could be
some
males, but it's mostly
Filipino
Filipino
women. Yeah.
You're either a nurse or a nanny.
Yeah.
And that's not me making fun of it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's the mindset.
Mhm.
What are you, a nursing? No, you're a nanny then. For a rich Jewish family. At least that's a thing in Toronto.
No, that's so
I'm
true.
saying-
no,
I'm
it's
just saying it.
literally what it is though.
Not
Like
gonna-
how many
not gonna
people in
front.
our church who are women work for a Jewish family? It's like every
It's a lot, yo. It's a lot.
it's like everyone.
It's a Jewish family or a rich white family. It's like it's something
maybe
like that.
a rich Asian family.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot because it's because geographically, like the Filipino hub of Toronto at least is very close to the Jewish community.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like crossover there.
You know where it is if you're from
If you
here.
know, you know.
You know.
You know. You know.
You know me.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely think that's a bad one because I think just assume the reason why we're talking about these stereotypes and why we hate them is because it's always bad to assume something about someone else.
Yeah.
Right? But even though there is truth to the whole being assumed that you're a nurse kind of thing, I still think it's negative because it's kind of seen like maybe that if you say no, it's like, oh, are you nursing? No, it's like then you're seeing like, oh, it's like what are you actually doing then? Yeah. It's like either nurse or nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
Nurse,
You know? Something like
doctor. Oh, I'm a lawyer. Oh, that's good. Very good for you. It's like,
If it's that, they'll accept it.
it's
Obviously.
like, I'm a teacher. Oh, that's good. That's good. Good pay. Good vacation time. Great.
That's why I do it. And that's what. I don't know. Yeah.
Wait. Also, teachers. A lot of Filipinos are teachers, I find.
Is it? Are they?
Or maybe it's just my family. Maybe my
I don't-
family.
When I was growing up, majority of my teachers were either like Italian, Portuguese,
Yeah.
something like that.
I mean, like Filipinos.
I think it's because of my area, where I
meant
grew up.
Filipinos
Filipinos
in general.
are teachers.
Yeah.
I get.
Doesn't have to be here, but like.
Oh, just in general.
Mm.
Okay. I didn't know I was playing into the stereotype. I should quit.
Be a teacher. It's good for you.
Yeah. Alright,
Is
yeah.
that all we have to say about that?
Yeah, I think obviously that's such a relevant one. Like I think anyone who like knows even anything about Filipinos knows that's a stereotype.
Yeah.
And it's definitely like not the best
I
one.
feel like everyone knows that.
Yeah.
At this point.
Do you know where that comes from? Like why are so many Filipinos nurses?
Because we're caring.
Filipino women do care.
They are
they're
caregivers.
They're hospitable.
Literally. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's it too.
Filipinos are very hospitable.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe they just like that.
Mhm.
But I don't know why specifically nursing. Like there's so many things that revolve around hospitality.
I don't even know.
So I don't know why nursing. Like where did that come from? Like, where was this big nursing boom?
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's just the thing.
Why is that a thing?
That's just the thing.
And why is it all Filipinos?
We need to find statistics on this.
We do.
I need statistics from every hospital or every clinic in the city and be like, how many are Filipinos?
If you work in a hospital, tell us if... What am I trying to say here?
Well, how many? Count. Yeah,
Count
go
how
around.
many.
Go around. Point at each of them. Go 1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
That's exactly what we want you to do. No, we don't. We actually don't want you to do that.
I mean, you could if you want.
No, don't.
Count in
don't,
your head.
Don't do that.
Count in your head.
Don't go around. Don't go to a hospital and count people.
Well, what if you work there? You can. What if you're doing head count? Head
Just,
count.
just
Okay.
take like a general glance. You don't have to count and tally it. I'm just.
Fine.
Don't do that.
Why?
Because I don't want to be liable for someone doing that.
So.
She said
Fine.
it. I mean,
I'll go to a hospital.
no. Let's drop this. Let's drop it.
I feel like there are articles on it somewhere.
There might be.
Yeah.
There might be. Well, we should have done more research, but we were also looking at these for the first time.
Yep.
So, whatever.
That's fine.
Yeah, you said you have one more? You can make this the last one.
What about John? He gave me another.
Oh, John
one.
has another one? Alright, cool.
What? I'll just say this. My goddaughter sent something in.
Oh, thank you.
And
Thank you, Eunice's goddaughter.
Thank you, goddaughter Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Out of my... I think I have 3.
Filipinos have too many godchildren.
Godparents. Too many godparents.
You know, okay, if you're not Filipino, okay, think about like a christening or some sort of ceremony where you name someone a godfather or godmother.
Yeah.
Usually it's one couple.
1 or 2.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah.
2 max. Right?
Mhm.
No. Filipinos, you need at least like 12 on each side. So you need like 12 to 15 to I don't know how many godfathers, and then you need the same amount of godmothers.
Yeah.
But
get this.
And I have 2 godchildren.
You have 2, and aren't they in the same family? No.
No,
No, they're not. They're not.
They're
Yeah.
not. And the thing is, because legally, right? I'd have to take care of them if something bad happened and no one else could take care of them.
But at least
legally,
with this, now you have 11 before you.
I'm just saying though, if it had to come down to me, I don't know if I could do it.
I know.
It's just a thing where you remember their birthdays, you slip
Yeah.
them some extra money, you
But
take
then
care of them.
there's this other thing. I am a ninang of a kid, and combined there are 40 of us.
No.
Name a person. Yes, we are their ninang or ninang. Just name them. Just name them.
Someone I know that's in like
Yes.
your Izzy.
Yes.
Dang it. Genesis.
Yes.
Vina.
Oh no. Well,
Okay.
she doesn't know them.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought because it was the same realm.
Well, that was a bad example.
But
But anyway.
honestly, that's true.
That is
that's
true.
actually a thing.
Like, why do we need so many?
Yeah, it doesn't make
It's just for money. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's just for money.
It's honestly just for money.
And the gifts.
Because think about it, right? You got 40 godparents. They
Yeah.
each slip a 20 at Christmas.
That's too much money already.
Gonna put
What's
you
that
through college.
kid gonna do?
Gonna put you through your doctor degree.
Oh.
Why did I say doctor?
You better
medical
get-
degree.
Oh.
Doctor degree.
I thought you were gonna say doctorate.
Yeah, that too. Save up for your school.
Save up for your school, anak.
Make sure you save.
Make sure you be a good boy and study hard, okay?
I mean, that's good. You
Yeah.
should tell you.
That's literally what all of the cards
But
will
we're always gonna be like,
say.
just how it is.
Where's my Hot Wheels?
I just want to play with my Hot Wheels. I'm like 5 years old. It's like,
Yeah.
why are you telling me this now?
I just want to played Pokemon.
Yeah.
And Hot Wheels
I
and
love
Beyblades.
I had all those.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. You had Hot Wheels?
I played with Jen.
Dope. Yeah.
Wait, did we? No, we played Beyblades a lot.
I love Beyblades.
Anyway, Jasmine.
Sorry,
Jasmine,
back to your thing.
My goddaughter sent a
Goddaughter just
said
triggered me. So.
And
Sorry.
she said she hates it when people automatically think that she's Chinese.
Ooh. So this ignorance that there are multiple Asian countries.
Yes.
I feel like this is such an old one, but sometimes people still don't get it. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, you're Asian. Oh, Chinese, right? Yeah. Whatever.
My favorite is when they're not Chinese
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, let's say they're Vietnamese or
Sure.
Hmong.
Hmong?
Hmong?
Hmong? Like Hmong.
Yeah.
I think it's Hmong.
Okay.
I could be wrong though. Sorry for all the Hmong guys out there. Hmong people.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's something like that. Yeah.
My favorite is when they're like, Chinese? No. Korean? No. Japanese? No.
So they're at the top.
Yeah.
They're at the top,
Yeah.
and then it's like, what comes after that?
Then what are you?
They're ranking it, right?
In
It's
their
like
head.
in their head, they're like, if not this, then not that. If you're not Chinese, Japanese, or Korean, then what the hell are you?
Did you ever get that? Because you look more... You're light skinned.
I've gotten
really look
I've
true
gotten
Filipino.
Viet before,
Ah,
but not much else.
I see.
Yeah.
Really? Viet?
I've gotten a Viet, but that was back then in high school. I let it look different or something like that.
Viet. You don't look... He doesn't look Viet.
I
Does he look Viet?
don't think I look a Viet.
Does Ryan look Viet? I'll put a poll.
Thanks for that. Yes or no? Do I look Viet, or could I be assumed Viet? Like, what could I be assumed as? I don't know.
Half.
Is it just exactly Filipino? It's only because you know that. But.
No! I actually thought you were half, because you look half.
Most
Does Ryan
people-
look half? Let me know.
Let us know. Yeah, this is an age-old question. That's the whole thing. This is revolved around my
Yes.
identity.
Oh,
No.
okay. Let's not have a midlife crisis on the show.
Mid-20s crisis.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
I think it's honestly that one is like the most ignorant of the ones that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just because people don't want to educate themselves on like the other Asian kind of
Yeah.
countries or nationalities that exist.
Yeah.
So being assumed you're Chinese is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But then again, how dumb are you if like you're assuming a Filipino person's Chinese? That just means I'm just gonna assume you're dumb.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
To be fair, there are lots of lighter skinned Filipinos.
Sure, but
And-
in facial features though, you can totally tell
Yeah,
them
that's
apart.
true.
I'm sorry.
There is a big Chinese community in the Philippines.
Oh, is there
heavily
really?
influenced
Wow, I did
as
not,
well.
I
Yeah.
did not know that.
That's why a lot of them are like half Chinese, half Filipino.
That's pretty cool. I've
Yeah.
never met a half Chinese, half Filipino person.
Really?
I have never.
There's some that went to my school.
That's kind of cool, actually. I like
Mm.
that. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but then like that whole assuming you're Chinese, it's like that's an old time joke. I didn't even think that's still a thing. I thought that was over.
Apparently, she's in. Oh my God, Jasmine, are you in high school now? You're not allowed to be in high school.
You're right.
You're not.
Are
no.
you having the midlife crisis?
Maybe I am.
Yeah. But I don't know if you've ever gotten like if someone was to make fun of you, they go like ching chong or ling long or whatever, like something racist, like something racist like that. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying like and
so
it's like, dude,
bad.
I'm Filipino. That doesn't even apply to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
for sure.
So it's like, you just make yourself look stupid because you clearly don't know anything about me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, the thing is too, like if you're not Asian, right? It's okay to ask.
Yeah.
Just ask. It's totally fine.
Mhm.
If you can assume, it's totally fine to guess, but just don't do it in like a dick way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like don't come off of it like you're trying to be funny or trying to make fun of me.
Mhm.
If you just simply ask like, "Oh, you look this. Are you? If not, then correct me." And then like
yeah,
then
that's
I'll
a good
know.
way to handle it.
Right? Just don't like it's fine to guess.
What
I
about-
encourage guessing.
Oh.
I tell people I'm like, "Guess what I am."
Oh,
like,
because you
lit-
think it's like a fun party game.
Yeah, it's fun. If someone who doesn't know me, I always ask. I'm like,
Right.
"Guess what I am."
Right.
And I love like people like trying to like because in their head they're looking at me trying to point.
They're analyzing you.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
It's fun, and I don't take any offense to it at all. I think it's great. It's a fun game for me.
Oh man, but now we have this out. We have a podcast. How you're half white, half.
No one watches this.
You're-
It's fine.
You're right.
So whatever.
Okay.
You think a random person I cross on the street is gonna freaking watch
Yeah,
this
you're
and be
right.
like,
Definitely not. No.
Okay, if it wasn't COVID, right? I would love to go out
And do one
and
of those.
have a survey.
Guess me.
Guess
what I
my
am.
nationality. And then just to get like some information on like what people think I am.
Okay.
I mean, that'd be really cool.
Maybe one day.
One day, hopefully, this all passes.
Yeah.
This whole situation, but it would be really cool. Let's just go around for maybe like a couple hours, get people to like.
It's a long time.
Maybe not that long.
Yeah.
Like, see, well, we had to. Voice
He's
crack.
going through some puberty.
Sorry.
It's time.
Let's see.
It's growing. It's okay.
We just go around and ask questions like just like at the top of your head, what do you think I am?
Yeah.
And just write it down, and we'll see.
Okay.
And if we can finally debunk, right, whether or not people actually think I look mixed or think
Or
I'm full
Asian.
Asian,
Okay.
full Filipino, whatever.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah?
I like that. I
Yeah,
like that.
It's cool, right? I don't know. I think that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or we just put a picture of me, and we have a
God.
national survey.
Oh my. Who's gonna take it?
We have to get this trending.
Oh.
Picture of me, just neutral picture of me.
Uh-huh.
Post it on the internet somewhere.
Okay.
Make like a viral Twitter poll, and then
Uh-huh.
have a bunch of comments being like, "Oh, this person's totally this. He's this. He's this. He's that." Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can get something to go viral on Twitter.
Let's do it. That's the
Alright.
goal.
We'll do it.
That's the goal. Just to finally debunk, because I honestly think that most people are gonna think I'm full Asian, not half. What are you guessing? That's my guess.
That might be it.
That's where there you go. See,
But I'm
right either way.
But personally, I never thought you looked Asian.
But maybe there will
Full
be.
Asian, I should
But
say.
the thing is too is like we could find out if people like agree with you.
Yeah.
Then you might feel
I
better
hope
about
there are
your
some
assumptions.
people out there who do agree with
We
me.
don't have a Twitter, do we?
No, we don't.
So we're gonna make a Twitter
Make a Twitter. Okay.
and we're gonna post that.
All right.
and
To our
hopefully-
2 followers.
Yep.
Who will be me and you.
Yep. So we'll get 2 results, and that'll be that argument settled. That's it. All right.
All right.
I think we tackled all of them.
I mean, John has another one, but we can. You want to do it?
Just say it.
Okay, John.
John, you got one
Once
already. Why
again.
is it spoiled? Why is it
John
so
wanted
spoiled?
to be on all of them. On our personals and our main.
Yeah, we are going to. There's going to be a follow-up podcast to this one. We're going to talk about stereotypes that
Are true.
Are true.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess a different perspective on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So John was saying that you have to respect your elders no matter what.
Mm.
Respect is earned.
Oh, this is actually a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
I hate this. I hate
like,
this.
look, I think it's fine. I think the whole respect your elders thing is fine.
Yeah.
But it's the idea that when I'm trying to, like, say what I need to say in the moment, just because it's something they don't necessarily like, or maybe my tone is raised, then it's automatically disrespectful, and they disregard what I'm actually saying.
Yeah. Tell the people some story.
No, I don't want to get into specifics. Because I
You
don't
might
have
get
like
triggered,
I don't have any
actually.
grudges against like people personally, but I've experienced that because I work with people like sometimes who are older than me or whatever, right?
Sometimes. They're like,
Well, it's this idea that because I'm younger,
yeah.
right? I have to always just listen to what they say, never like question it, or never get upset, or never whatever. But like I would say I'm a pretty emotional person. So when there's something I
Yep.
don't like and I want to stand against it, or like really get my point of view across, then sometimes I might raise my voice a little, and that's only because I'm super passionate about what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But they'll automatically assume that I'm being disrespectful, and they actually haven't listened to what I said. Right? It's like, hey, take me yelling or take me being disrespectful out of the equation. Do you think what I said has some merit, and does it make sense?
They
Right.
wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Because you're younger.
Yeah.
You
so this
have
whole
no opinion.
Yeah. So this whole no matter what thing,
Yeah.
I think it's fine to respect your elders. I think I like that in Asian cultures that we have like you call an older person in Filipino like tita, tito, po. You say like that at the end of your sentences. I think I like that because there's some like kind of discipline, there's some kind of order there.
Yeah.
And it's like you're acknowledging is like this person's older than me. Before I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, I will be respectful.
Sure.
But when it comes to like situations where you're expected to be treated like an equal, then you have to like sometimes you have to put it aside to get your point across.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
But the thing is, let's say you're in leadership, right? You're a leader of something.
Sure.
Like in your case.
Sure.
And you work with people who are older than you.
Yeah.
Like, how does that work then?
That's why, like, sometimes I feel
It's
like
not
I
fair.
can't really express what I want to
Yeah.
express because it's gonna come off as disrespectful, even though I think what I'm saying has some truth to it.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm not necessarily right. I don't think I'm right all the time. It's just
Yeah.
this idea that I need to say what I need to say, and if someone doesn't like it, or if they don't like the way I said it, then it's disrespectful. Which
Maybe
is
you gotta work on the way you say
honestly,
things.
sometimes maybe it's a me problem.
Maybe,
You know,
maybe it's
me. But yeah, like I definitely think you should respect your elders.
Mhm.
But like this whole no matter what thing, like if they're being out of turn, you gotta say something.
Yeah.
You know, you can't.
It's not fair.
It's not fair just to be like, oh, they can do this to you, say bad things about you, do this, do that, and
And you're
you
not
can't-
allowed to speak back.
You can't speak back.
Like, don't you dare speak back to me.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
It's like, well, okay, fine. I'll just take all the abuse.
Yeah, then there's never like a two-sided thing. It's always
Mhm.
one-sided,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's definitely a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Thank you,
John's just a rebel at the end of the day, though. Like John doesn't do what anyone else does.
Definitely a rebel.
John just doesn't listen to anybody, you know. He's
Nah, he doesn't
he's a loose
care.
cannon. you
He
know,
does not care.
Yeah. He knows we're joking. He knows we're joking. But anyway, thank you for all the people who submitted one
That
because
was
we
me
couldn't-
on the guitar.
because we couldn't think of any of our own. So thank you for helping us out.
This is my heart to you all.
Then that's your prize for submitting something. That's all you
I
get.
think they regret it.
Oh, well, it's too late now. We would love to do. We are gonna do another podcast
Yes.
based on other stereotypes, and as a follow up.
Mm-hmm.
But we would love to do more kind of like interactive.
Yeah,
topics.
this
I
is
think
fun.
This is fun because we don't have to think about what to talk about. We just
Yeah.
you guys just do all the work for us. So
Yay.
thank you again for all those who listened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Ryan.
Eunice. Don't
Snap-
call me that. Don't say it like that. Eunice. Sorry. Eunice.
Thank you. And this is the Half Full Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye bye.